All right, guys. What we got here today is some tools for maintenance. We got, I got them all set here on the table out of my bag. More than anything, get a good bag. I'll show you that at the end of the video. But we'll start over here from left to right. Well, my left to the right, your right to the left probably. And I'll just show a couple tools here. These aren't all the tools. These are just tools I carry on a daily basis, just so I can do the most I can do without having to go get parts, things like that. These are for maintenance mostly, and a maintenance sometimes does turn into a service call. So we'll just get into it, and I'll start off with this tool right here. This is a carbon monoxide detector. It detects carbon monoxide in the home, coming out of the vents, things like that. And I'm only going to go briefly over these tools. Here we have a headlamp. Make sure we have a headlamp. Make sure it's charged up. This is a Milwaukee. Here we have a voltmeter. This is just to test a multimeter. This is to test our amperage, our volts, things like that. This is our manometer. This checks gas pressures and things like that. Also, and water column, that's what it tests. Here we have a nut driver. This is a long head nut driver. There is a stubby, it's the same thing. And this piece right here, it goes up and down. So I have 5/16 or a quarter bit. Here I have a it's a thermostat screwdriver. It's a multi-bit. It just changes out for screwdrivers. Here I have a Diptech camera to go into heat exchanger. This one is a little gummed up. I'm gonna have to get a new one here soon. A marker, a Sharpie of some sort. I like these Milwaukees. You can mark on something and they don't get gummed up at the end. Wire strippers. These are the Milwaukee also. I also use them as needle nose pliers, as reamers for pipe, things like that. I have needle nose pliers. These are to get tight spaces when you can't put your hand in there. We have diagonal cutters. These just cut wire, things like that. Also, they're good for packaging, open up packaging. Here we have a service wrench, and this is how you open up service valves on a AC unit or a gas pressure for the gas pressure port. But make sure if you use this thing on a gas pressure, make sure you put that gas pressure plug back in there. You will burn the furnace up. This is 11-in-1. This is one of my favorite tools. I always keep this in my pocket, really, in my back pocket, because you can do quite a bit with this. Just this one tool. I mean, it says it in the name, 11-in-1. So that means you could do 11 different tasks with this one tool. Coming over here, we have PVC cutters. And these are just to cut PVC, and these crank down. So, and you just pull them out and then pull them down. We got a crescent wrench or adjustable wrench. Crescent wrench is just the brand name. Adjustable wrench is the actual name. We have channel locks. I like these. These are Nipix brand. I like them because how wide they open. There's many different brands of all these tools. I just have what I have because I watched my leads and everybody else get them, and them the tools I like too. So this is a CO2 gun. It's for condensate lines, things like that, clearing it out. I already went over the manometer and the multimeter. We have a unibit over here. The unibit is for me drilling holes. I have an actual drill. I'll do another video about that. And I'll do an updated video about updated tools in the future. But this is a unibit. I drill holes in ductwork with it, just so I can put my probes in. I have pipe cutters, because you never know when that maintenance call might turn into a service call. So always keep pipe cutters. These are rigid. An impact drill. This is an M12 Milwaukee Fuel with a flip bit on the end. And it flips to 1/4 to 5/16. So I always keep that on you all the time. I have a tape measure. I always keep a tape measure just because, you know, measure the filter size, things like that. Customer may not know, you may not know about what this filter size is. So always get the proper filter size. I have an extra light that also I use as a magnet. But this was a cool little thing. I got to change the batteries. These don't hold battery very much. So be careful with the battery. The thermometer, usually you keep about 2 of these on you. I have about 2 or 3 of them. I usually keep one on my person and then the other in the bag. This utility knife here, this is for cutting duct board, things like that. You never know when, like I said, when that maintenance might turn into a service call. These are my various jumpers I have here. So I have various jumpers. This is probably one of my favorite ones because it's a magnet, you know, and you could just, you know, and I'll show another video about how to use a jumper, how to properly use a jumper. These are bits that I usually keep in my pocket here because you never know what size you may need. We got the flip bits again, different various sizes. And then I have a Phillips in there, and that could be changed out to anything I need it. And then I have a switcheroo here, old switcheroo. This is for a door magnet. So at any time you're trying to, you know, fool the system into, because you need the maintenance to get through all the system and what it does, this is how you hold that door switch in. It's a safety thing. Also, I always keep a hose. A hose, this is just a hose, a regular hose, 25-foot hose. It spreads out. Miscellaneous bits, you know, just to go into the fitting over there. And then I got a vacuum. It's probably hard to see, but I got a vacuum here. Yep. So, and then the most important thing I think of all of these is my bag. Without a good bag, you're gonna fail every time. A good bag is what you need. So, but them are all the tools that I use on a daily basis. Not all the tools I use every single day, but for the most part, it is.